Live in Sacramento, where she's seen if she can keep up.
Good morning, guys. Oh my God, there's no way I can keep up with these kids. These kids are super tough, and if there was anybody to make me feel bad about not going to the gym all month, it would be them. I'm over at Knuckles Fitness, and these kids are learning to kickbox as a type of Muay Thai. Right now, you're looking at some of the kids jabbing and kicking. These guys are so tough. Look how dedicated they are. You can just see it on their faces, how determined they are. And let me tell you, since we got here like at 6 o'clock in the morning, they have not stopped. They have been going on the go, so determined, just kicking and punching. So I'm going to introduce you guys to the owner of this gym. This is Chris, and this is actually their second location. They started with one location out in Carmichael, and then they decided, hey, we should find a place like specifically for kids. And so this is actually a part of your anti-bullying initiative, right? So
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that program.
Yeah, our anti-bullying initiative is called Hit a Bag. What we're doing is we're trying to raise enough money for the kids to have enough equipment to spar, to compete. Each kid costs about $200 per kid to have all the equipment that they need to make sure that they're safe when they're doing all their sparring and whatnot. Because at the academy, we're a competitive school, and that's what we are. So we want to make sure that we can raise enough money to have awareness, of course, for the bullying program. But in order to do that, we have to make sure we get enough equipment for the kids. So we started a GoFundMe that's going to be live today. We're trying to raise about $2,500 to have that happen.
So you guys heard him say that they're going to go on to compete. So we talked a little bit about how determined these kids are. They're not just here to take out a workout class or anything. No. These kids are serious athletes.
Yeah. They're not here to participate. They're here to take over. they're here to fight. We're competitive, so we fight about once a month. We just opened, so our first competition will be October 22nd in Richmond. We have about 9 fighters going out to that.
And so tell me a little bit about the kids. You said that we start as young as 4 years old and go as high up to 18, but they have a lot of different skill levels, right?
Yes, they do. We shirt them. They're different shirts. So the white shirts will be kids that just started, so, you know, ages between 4 and 5. But I do have some kids like in the ring right now. These kids right here are 8 years old, and they're really, really well trained. But I also have some kids that are, 4 years old that are well trained as well. I have a 15-year-old that'll be fighting in the Muay Thai Global pretty soon. He's in our adult class. You wouldn't even know he's a 15-year-old kid, but our kids are really well trained. We make sure that we have a nice curriculum.
I mean, so it must be a little bit difficult to teach kids how to do something, this physical. It must take a lot. I mean, what is your secret to getting these kids to do this?
No secret. Just really just making sure that we pay attention to each kid. Every kid in here gets the same treatment. Whether they're at this level or that level, it doesn't matter. We make sure that each kid, before they can move on to the next level, they know the basics, because we're all about basics at this gym.
All right, so if you want to find them, they're over on Norwood Avenue, and I just want to introduce you guys really quickly to my favorite little fighter. This is Isabella. Go, show them your skills. Show them what you got, Isabella. Oh my God, she's only 4 years old. Look at her go. Jab, cross, go. Oh my God, I think I'm going to take her home with me. She's going to be my personal trainer because she's inspired me to work out today.
She's going to be my
God,
personal security team. What are you talking about?
Seriously. There's your entourage.
That's right. Take
that. She's your security detail.
Man, I bet you those kids sleep good at night, don't they?